The remastered version of Battle Through the Heavens has delivered a shocking surprise that deserves recognition. Against all worries, Xiao Xiao's debut was not deleted from the animation, and for that, the production team must be applauded. In an explosive display of power and paternal fury, Xiao Yan's fingers snapped summoned 30 Dou Zun, shaking the entire battlefield. This moment rekindled the blood-boiling excitement that fans have long waited for. It's been a long time since Dou Zong offered such a fierce and memorable scene, and to save his beloved daughter, Xiao Yan crushed an 8-star Dou Zun with his bare hands, a true declaration of dominance. Yet even amidst all this greatness, not everything was perfect. Xiao Yixian, at the peak of 7-star Dou Zun, found herself overwhelmed by a few weak enemies, something that understandably leaves fans puzzled. But let's rewind a little. The chaos began when Xiao Yan of the Lion Nether clan led a full-force assault through the void, targeting the Flame Alliance. As the attack began, the Alliance hadn't yet activated its defensive formations. What followed was devastating, a relentless barrage of artillery fire that claimed the lives of countless civilians. Fortunately, the Serpent Man Du Huang and Princess Yao Yi arrived in time to rescue survivors. Then, Jia Xingtian appeared. While his presence stirred nostalgia, the difference in how he's treated compared to Hai Bodong is striking. Despite Jia's importance, the animation shows him as overshadowed. Hai Bodong, after so many years, still shines as a peak Du Huang, whereas Jia Xingtian appears underwhelming in comparison. Still, this wasn't the true highlight. What captivated everyone was the appearance of Medusa, bringing Xiao Xiao with her. Before the episode aired, many worried that Xiao Xiao might be written out of the animated plot, but thankfully she was retained. At this stage, Xiao Xiao hadn't awakened her bloodline yet, so Medusa instructed her to stay close and not stray. Soon after, familiar faces arrived: Xiao Yixian, Tianhuo Zunzun, and Qinglin. Xiao Yixian assured Medusa that evacuation efforts had already begun, and behind the scenes, Old Man Fama was working on activating the defensive formation. Although Fama was still just a Du Huang, his status as an alchemist gave him authority within the Flame Alliance. As the protective formation came to life, both Medusa and Xiao Yixian stood guard over Xiao Xiao. That's when Xiao Yan, leader of the Shimming sect, made his grand entrance. The original novel paints Xiao Yan as a twisted pervert, but the anime has toned down or removed that trait, likely due to broadcast standards. Nonetheless, Xiao Yan threatened Medusa, demanding she surrender the Flame Alliance in exchange for her life. But of course, Medusa had no intention of giving in. Then came another legendary moment: Hai Bodong's entrance. To elevate his status, the animation gave him a cinematic flair. 9 massive ice dragons stormed forward, obliterating several warships of the Lion Nether sect. While Hai Bodong is no Dou Zun, his arrival showed his worth. Soon after, Skyfire Zun appeared to support him. Together, their combined strength sent a clear message. Perhaps this was the anime's way of rewarding Hai Bodong, one of the earliest supporters of Xiao Yan, the very first angel investor of Dupo. With the formation now active, Xiao Yan called for a ceasefire, convinced that continuing the bombardment would be futile. But Demon Rain Lord disagreed and demanded the assault continue. Under pressure, Xiao Yan unveiled his final weapon, the Big Mac, designed to tear through even the strongest defenses. Seeing the situation deteriorate, Medusa made a heartbreaking decision. She instructed Xiao Yixian to take Xiao Xiao and flee, resuming her role as caretaker. Medusa gave Xiao Xiao one last look, urging her to be brave and obedient, before charging forward into the battlefield. Before engaging in battle, Medusa addressed her people with a rallying cry. She urged them not to fear death and vowed to fight the Shimming sect to the end in defense of the Flame Alliance. Once the formation fell, Medusa lunged straight at Xiao Yan. Meanwhile, Xiao Yixian and Xiao Xiao attempted to escape, but their path was blocked. Several Dou Zun emerged to intercept them. Thankfully, Qinglin stepped up, covering their retreat. But even with her help, problems arose. The most glaring issue was Xiao Yixian's performance. Despite her cultivation as a peak 7-star Dou Zun, she was struck from behind by mere weaklings. This moment felt completely out of character and unconvincing. Even more frustrating was that Xiao Xiao herself was eventually captured, defeated by just 2 Soul Palace Dou Zun. but in the process, her bloodline awakened, and she finally began to display signs of becoming a Dou Zong. While the novel states she was born as a Dou Zong, the anime seems to take a slower route in her development. As Xiao Xiao was being abducted, one of the Soul Palace Dou Zun attempted to extract her soul immediately. And just when all seemed lost, Xiao Yan shattered the void and arrived in the nick of time. This was not only a direct continuation of the novel's storyline, it was executed with thunderous impact. The same Dou Zun who had injured Xiao Yixian just moments earlier was now instantly crushed by Xiao Yan with a single hand. No drawn-out fight, no drama, just pure, overwhelming dominance. Holding his daughter tightly, Xiao Yan's emotions surged. As he looked over and saw Medusa being attacked, a spark ignited within him. His clan pattern lit up, and in one breathtaking motion, he snapped his fingers. In response, 30 beams of light descended from the heavens, tearing the sky apart. From the void, 30 powerful Dou Zun stepped forward, all under Xiao Yan's command. This moment was nothing short of legendary, and what followed was the long-anticipated escalation. The true battle at Xuanhuang Fortress was about to begin. And just like that, Battle Through the Heavens reminds us why it's still one of the most thrilling donghua series out there. From Xiao Yan's devastating one-handed kill to his awe-inspiring summoning of 30 Dou Zun, this episode gave us everything. Loyalty, power, emotion, and a glimpse of what's still to come. While some moments sparked debate, like Xiao Yixian's underwhelming performance or Xiao Xiao's delayed awakening, the return of fan-favorite characters and the faithful adaptation of key plot points are wins worth celebrating. So, what did you think of Xiao Yan's heroic entrance? Was Xiao Xiao's portrayal satisfying, or do you think the anime should have followed the novel more closely? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next chapter of this epic saga. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong, stay burning. Dupo never dies. Oh.